Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Brian the Horror Punk here, and I have 14 movies to review. I'm going to keep them short and sweet. I'm not going to go into great detail, except for like maybe the last one, because that was like the best watch I've had in a while. So, the first one I'll start off with was something that is out of print, and this is a retro media release. This is from, I think, 1995. That is a film called Camp Fear with Betsy Russell, Michelle Bauer, Buck Flowers, and adult film star Savannah. Yeah, this movie was not good. I mean, obviously, you probably think it would be it is somewhat of a slasher, but it's more of a fantasy type movie. Basically, you get it's like the end of the world. It's the, like, you know, before, you know, it's like apocalyptic, not post-apocalyptic, but just apocalyptic kind of movie. You get motorcycle gangs terrorizing this young sorority camp, with you know, like I said, Betsy Russell, Vince Van Patten. It's just, this movie's just all over the place. Like I said, it's not good. So if you guys like cheesy fantasy horror type movies, then, and with a lot of adult with the like full frontal nudity, you'd like this. Me personally, I didn't care for it, and Betsy Russell does not like this movie, so I don't know why she signed on for it. Maybe she needed some money, I don't know. But yeah, don't watch this crap. Switching gears, this one I actually really enjoyed. This is I think this is from 2024. Yeah. Abigail, vampire film, but not your typical vampire film. Basically, this ballerina gets abducted by these hired criminals, and they send her to a house. They take her to a house that they're told by their boss to do so, and they don't know why they're holding the kid, but it turns out the kid's a vampire. And yeah, what the group of people go through to survive. So really enjoyed this one. I'm sure Universal will do the whole buy the Blu-ray, we're gonna put a 4K out in 6 months, but I enjoyed this. This one I couldn't get through because the disc was defective. This is a Kino release, which is upsetting, but this is I guess this was a TV movie from 1993 called The Amy Fiser Story with Drew Barrymore. Not too familiar with the other two cast members. This is based on a true story about Joey Buttafuoco and his wife and his mistress, and the whole attempted murder thing with his wife. So I got about 25 minutes in, and then the disc would just stop playing. So from what I saw, I enjoyed, but like I said, I didn't finish it, so I watched the other 70 minutes of the movie. So yeah, does anybody know what to do with the defective disc with Kino? I know this one's been out for some time, 2019, so I'm sure, yeah, the disc is fine. There's like no scratches on it, so I don't know, guys. Next one here, this one does not have a disc, a pressed disc release. This is a bootleg copy. I think it didn't make it past probably VHS. But this is a movie from the late 70s starring John Candy, but it's kind of like a horror thriller type movie called The Clown Murders. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't care for it that much, but it is John Candy, and I try to collect all John Candy's work, so I will be keeping this bootleg until maybe one day they release it on Blu-ray. I don't know. Basically, this happens on Halloween. This movie is a tale of big business, lost love, and madness. So it starts off with a simple Halloween kidnapping. So they kidnap this one girl. I think it's someone's in love with her, but she doesn't love them. They're all dressed as clowns, and somehow someone gets murdered, and then one of the clowns just goes insane. So yeah, it was okay. It's not something you're missing out on. John Candy does not play one of the clowns. He just plays like just this random dude. He doesn't kill anybody though. So all right, next one here is another TV movie from '94, which I thought I was going to enjoy more than what I did. It was okay. It's called The Day My Parents Ran Away. You got a lot of like side characters in here, really famous child actors. Ethan Embry's in here, Seth Green's in here, Michael Ray Bowers in here. Then you got Martin Mull in here too, Blair Brown, and then our lead character is Matt Frewer, who also worked on Can't Hardly Wait with like pretty much everybody I just named earlier. It's about a 16-year-old, this guy right here. He's not getting along with his parents. He's mistreating them. He's not like physically abusing them or anything. He's just like doing his own thing. So they feel like his parents feel like they don't need him, that he doesn't need them around. So they want to take a break. So they just leave the house, leave him by himself. And then he goes through like, whatever, I don't need them. I'm going to do whatever I want. And then his friends take advantage of that and take advantage of his house. And then somehow he gets put on a show, kind of like, not Jerry Springer, but kind of like, Ricky Lake or whatever. And they make him look like an idiot, like he's an abusive kid, but he's really not. And then his girlfriend, what's her name? Bridget Conley Walsh, I believe that's the actress. She tries to help him. He doesn't seem like he wants to help. She gets pissed, leaves him, and then she comes back to help him in the end. The movie's okay. It's all right. Like I said, Seth Green's only here for a short time, sitting with Michael Ray Bowers in here for like 5 minutes, maybe 10 at most. It says it's risky business meets Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's far from what the movie actually is. So yeah, it's okay. It's not something you really need to rush out to watch, but if you want to see like, early 90s, like the way people dressed and music, the band, is it Dada, they have some songs in here. And then he's got like posters in his room of like Alice in Chains and Soundgarden and stuff. So I thought that was cool, but yeah, it's okay. Next one here, I actually enjoyed this quite a bit. I wish it actually had a physical release on disc, but it never made it past VHS. And this is a film called Nightlife from 1989, starring Scott Grimes. You guys probably remember him from Critters 1 and 2, and then he does the voice of Steve Smith on American Dad. And then he also does other stuff with Seth MacFarlane too, like the Orville. And then John Astin's in here as well, which is pretty cool. Basically, Scott Grimes' dad, his character's dad, passes away, so he gets to work in the mortuary that his dad owned with John Astin's character. These kids are harassing him, thinking he's weird because he works at a mortuary and he's like a teenager. These kids get into an auto accident and they all pass away. They send the bodies to his mortuary and he's preparing them for burial or whatever. And then there's an electrical storm that reanimates the corpses and turns them into like zombies, hungry for food, sex, and revenge. Yeah, this movie's fun. Definitely check it out if you can. I got this off of moviesarusa.net, I believe. Yeah, I can tell I did. So yeah, I have a bootleg DVD of this as well, but I got that years ago from VHS PS, I believe. I got it at a convention. This next one here was a pretty cool watch. I don't think I'll watch it again though, but it was good. It was good. It's a movie called Final Girl with Abigail Breslin, Wes Bentley, Francesca Eastwood. Basically, you got these group of I guess they kind of remind me of like frat boys. But they're also killers. They're trying to kill a lot of, like, any blonde that they meet. I don't know exactly why they're doing it. But this girl here, along with Wes Bentley, and she has a couple other people on her side. They know that these guys are killers, so they train her to become like a badass, like stand up for herself and kill the killers, so to speak. So yeah, this was a fun watch. Again, for me personally, it's a one-time watch, but I enjoyed it for what it is. Okay, so I haven't seen Longlegs yet, but I wanted to watch what's his name, Osgood Perkins' other film, one of his other films. I don't know, is Osgood a guy, or I don't know, I'm not too sure, but I think it's, I don't know, could be either one. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to check out The Blackcoat's Daughter. I could see why people like this film. Personally, I thought it was okay. You guys, guys like Emma Roberts, I do enjoy her somewhat, but she can be annoying, I know. Or that's just the way she acts. But anyway, she's at a what is this? She's at an all-girls prep school, and I guess she and her friend are stranded after their parents mysteriously failed to retrieve them from winter break, but there's a reason why they're not coming. I'm not going to give the twist away, but it's just what they go through, and they find out what happened and who did it and everything like that. So it was okay. Very suspenseful. The twist, you could probably see it coming, but then again, you're like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, there is a twist in here, so it was all right. I can't wait to check out Longlegs though. Next one here is Ty West's, I think this is his first film, from 2005. This movie is about killer vampire bats that is called the Roost. The acting in here is not the greatest, but there's no one really in here that I recognize other than Tom Noonan, who was in Monster Squad. I forget which character he played. I think he's one of the monsters. I don't remember. Yeah, I think he was. I don't. It's been a while since I've watched that movie, but anyway. Kids get into a car accident. They're searching for help on a deserted farm. They go into a barn, and these killer vampire bats get unleashed and wreak havoc on the group. And some of them get killed off. It was okay. It's a good first movie for Ty West, so it's not bad. It's a Showtime release and also Paramount. But there is no Blu-ray from what I understand. But if they ever were to release it, I'd probably pick it up because I'm a Ty West fan. This one was weird. This is a 1980 horror film called The Forest. It's directed by Don Jones, who did Schoolgirls in Chains and Lethal Pursuit, which I've never seen either one of those films. You also get Corky Pigeon here from Silver Spoons, which is odd. Anyway, these two couples plan a trip to go to the forest. But then of course there's a killer in the woods, and then there's also these like two like kids, these children, and they're apparently ghosts, and they're trying to, I think the children are trying to warn the two couples that their dad was a serial killer or something, and that they need to watch out. But yeah, it was okay. It was kind of weird, but I dug it overall. So this one was actually not bad. I know a lot of people shit on Mill Creek's horror films over the last couple of years, which I understand, but I enjoyed this movie. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but I might. Deer Camp 86. Basically, it's about this group of deer hunters. I guess they go to this camp every year, or people attend the camp every year to go deer hunting. And so they live, I think they live in Detroit, and they go up to northern Michigan. They check into this bar. They get a little into it with this other group of locals who are, I say, not the friendliest type of people, if you know what I mean. But anyway, they go there, they hang out for a while, they drink, they be friends with the bartender, and then later that night the bartender gets murdered. They don't know who did it, and then but this group here doesn't know that she got killed, so they go about their day going deer hunting, and then somehow this character shows up just randomly. Like, they catch it on video and they get freaked out, and then this hunter the hunters become the hunted by this guy, or this individual, and yeah, madness ensues. And then it becomes some sort of like supernatural film, because the identity of the killer is not who I thought it was. So it was pretty good. Definitely recommend you guys checking this one out. Next one was a modern serial killer movie, which is pretty much based on the Ted Bundy murders that happened in Florida in the winter of 1978. This is Black Mass. A lot of the names on here you might recognize. They're all like small roles, to be honest. Like Lisa Wilcox, Lou Temple, Jeremy London, Eileen Dietz. They all have like small roles in this film. They're like little characters. But anyway, Mike Ferguson's also in this. Yeah, basically it's just the timeline, the 24-hour timeline about Ted Bundy killing these college girls in their bedroom. So it's not bad. It's pretty solid if you ask me. But check it out if you guys like Ted Bundy movies, serial killer movies. Next one here, this is kind of a rewatch. Again, I thought it was okay. I know there's a Blu-ray out there from TerraVision. I don't know if I'd upgrade it though. I didn't love it that much. Dreamstalker. I didn't watch the other movie, Death by Love. Just Dreamstalker. It's a shot on video slasher, but it's not really like Nightmare on Elm Street. Really, it's not. It's about a Sacramento supermodel haunted by a super mulleted corpse of her dead motocross racing boyfriend. He's trying to reach her to take her away or something. Or get revenge or something. It's okay if you guys like that kind of like shot on video type movie from 1991. Personally, I thought it was not really memorable. And then lastly, this was my favorite watch besides Abigail. This is Ruben and Ed. If you guys haven't seen this, I highly recommend you guys check this out. Crispin Glover never seems to not amaze me with his talent. So where do I begin with this movie? So I think I'll start with the old guy, Ed. He is a businessman. I'm not sure exactly what he's selling, but he's attending these seminars for this one guy right here. He's trying to become a better person, not be a failure with, you know, he's trying to be a successful businessman. So, and his life is not good. His ex-wife is annoying. Karen Black plays his ex-wife. So anyway, he's, you know, trying to become a better person. And then Ruben, played by Crispin Glover, he's a loner. He lives in his mom's hotel. His mom's a hotel owner, and he lives in a room 71, I believe. He's, you know, he's a hoarder. He doesn't leave his house, and his mom gets fed up with him one day because he's playing his boombox really loud classical music and using his cat's squeak toy to go along with it. She says, you need to leave this house and meet at least one new friend. He doesn't want to, but he does it anyway, so he can get his mom off his back. So that's when he meets Ed outside. Ed's trying to get people to attend the seminar, and he can't get anybody to talk to him until he meets Ruben. But Ruben doesn't really talk. He just stands there like very mute, and he's like asking him these questions, and all he's giving him is one-word answers like yep, yep, yep. So he says, okay, well, can you come to the seminar today at 7? He's like, well, I need you to pick me up at my house at 6. And he's like, okay. So he goes to the hotel at 6, and he says he can't leave the house till his mom comes home, so she knows that he's friends with him now. And then something happens in the house, which is very, very weird. And he's like, oh, can I have a glass of water? He's like, no. He's like, well, I gotta go. And he was like, oh, no, let me get you some water. So he gets him some water. It doesn't give him any ice with it. So Ruben leaves the room, and Ed helps himself to ice in the freezer. And he opens the freezer, and guess what's inside? Ruben's dead cat, frozen corpse. He gets freaked out. And then Ruben's like, what are you doing? Why are you touching people's dead cats? He's like, why do you have a dead cat in your freezer? He's like, because I haven't found the right burial place yet. Okay. So basically this movie ends up being the two of them go on a road trip to Utah to bury the cat, and what they go through. And it's just, this movie is just all over the place. But yeah. Then they go to the desert and they hallucinate. So yeah, there's Ruben's dead cat right there, but it's like animated. Kind of funny that when I watched the credits for this movie, you know who developed the cat? The brothers that did Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely recommend this movie, guys. It's a lot of fun. You probably couple times throughout the movie, I always said to myself, what the F's going on? I really enjoyed that one, guys. So that's it for today, guys. So check out these movies if you haven't already. Let me know if you've seen any of them and what you thought of them. And I will catch you guys probably Saturday. Like I said, I don't have a lot. I got like 2 titles here that I picked up on Sunday, but that's about it. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.